having sold Diva, over the following couple of years, I stayed at home to be what I felt would be a good parent and stay at home and support my children. And I realised very rapidly that actually wasn't the format for me. And I think that's quite true for most parents. You start on this role and then realise actually you would perhaps like to do something else. But unlike any of my businesses, I couldn't walk away. I was now a parent. But I needed to find something that I was good at and what I wanted to do and what I would enjoy doing. And since the time I'd sold Diva, I was often asked, why was Diva so successful? Why was your business successful and other people's were failing? And I saw, as I used to talk to people and say, well, I think it was this, I think it was that, I did this very well and I focused on this, I realised there were 7 key areas which I focused on and made Diva success. So as time went on, I thought, what do I really enjoy? And actually, I love encouraging and helping others fulfil their potential. And I realised if I could combine my love for talking and my love for imparting and encouraging others with my 7 disciplines, I'd have quite a strong business here, which is why I developed a business called Empower, which is obviously M as a little bit of my name, being Emma, and the fact it's empowering others to achieve. And I now have run Empower for a couple of years, working with other businesses as a business mentor to help their businesses grow. And I use the format of my 7 disciplines in order to do that. Now, what are these 7 disciplines? There are 7 key areas, I think, which makes, if you focus on as a managing director, owner, or a small business, running a small business, you will be aware of everything that's going on and won't miss anything, hopefully. The first one I call is strategic planning. It's knowing about your vision, what you want your business to achieve, where it's going. I believe, and I know, that should be written in less than 50 words. And it is not a document that's going to bore people to tears, or indeed yourself. It is a motivational, exciting paragraph which will remind you, when the going gets tough, why you are doing what you are doing. And also with your stakeholders or your staff, it's something that they can refer back to and say, oh yes, that's what we're doing. And in my business life, I actually can give you an example of how this strategic plan or this vision statement was crucial to the success of Diva. About a couple of years in to running Diva, a phone call went one day. I had a phone call from the licence holders of Bagpuss. And Bagpuss is the cat with the pink and purple cat. And they said, we're really thinking about doing colour cosmetics for Bagpuss or a range of accessories. We've heard you're really, really good. Would you be interested? You know, it was like any entrepreneur given an opportunity immediately goes, yes. And the fact that they'd given me flattery as well meant, of course, I was going to go and take ahead this opportunity. So I came off the phone and went, girls, we can do, Bagpuss cosmetics. And we all had these amazing ideas and we briefed the Far East and we got back these samples about 6 weeks later. We had diaries in pink and purple fur. We had lip glosses with Bagpusses hanging off. We had fabric makeup bags. We had this range which was absolutely to die for. Went over to Brighton, presented the range. They loved it. And quite frankly, anybody would be mad not to have loved it. And they said, well, how many are you going to sell? And it was one question. I thought, how many am I going to sell? I don't do selling. We're a marketing business. We are creating products to fulfill a need. And I got in the car on the way home and I said, well, I'll get back to you on that. And I realised that on the surface, this opportunity was absolutely the same product or proposition that Diva had, which was cosmetics, teenagers, young market, bright colours, pink and purple. They were going to be sold in the same outlets. The difference was, at Diva we supplied own label, which meant we sold products to our customers and we didn't hold stock. If I went down the Bagpuss route, then my Bagpuss would mean I was responsible for the stock holding, and that would be a very, very different business model to the one that I had set up Diva on. And I came back, was thinking, what's Diva all about? What's Diva all about? Referred to my vision statement and realised, yes, I was going to be the #1 preferred supplier of own label colour cosmetics. I rang them the next day and said, sorry, no can do. And I think that was the best decision for Diva, because if we had ended up holding stock, it would have changed our whole motivations within the business. So that's one example of where every business should have a vision statement.